Good morning. It is Monday, February 20th, and that means two things. Environmental protections and safety regulations are written in blood. And it's time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Technologies and their area lights with optic swap. Now, I talked to Josh Brown from time to time. He was over at Keystone, and I used to say that, hey, the XFit system puts everything you need in the box except a screwdriver. Why don't you put a screwdriver in there? And he said, he just laughed at me. And now the optic swap is a tool-free optical lens swap system. So you don't even need a screwdriver. What it does is it lets you put everything in one box. The fixture, power select, color select, 3 lenses in the box with a photocell and a mount. All of this can be installed without tools. Keep it simple for your orders. Keep it simple on your shelves. That's KeystoneTech.com. Light made easy. There is a link in the description if you don't mind. The U.S. Department of Energy will not amend the Energy Policy and Conservation Act in terms of general service fluorescent luminaires, probably because other rules will supersede that. But just so you know, NEMA has issued a technical bulletin clarifying definitions and requirements for emergency lighting. The ALW, an architectural lighting brand, has bought LMPG, another architectural lighting brand. There's no details on the sale and no plans to change management. Leviton has expanded their Camargo facility. That's in Mexico. They're adding 800,000 square feet and 300 jobs. Turtle & Hughes is expanding in Texas with a new 40,000 square foot facility for Metro Austin. They already have 100,000 square feet in Houston. Wholesale prices are rising. The index for producer prices has gone up by 0.7% in January alone. The CSA and the Accessibility Standards of Canada have published 3 new standards, in particular for visibility related to lighting. Green Mountain Electric has bought Scott's Electric Supply. That's a 2-branch company in New York, bought from their trustees. Luxbox's HQ in California has burned down. It is a total loss, according to fire inspectors. Orion has reported $20 million in revenue for Q3. Wesco's Q4 and full year look pretty good. Sales are up 14% on the quarter, 18% for the year. Rexel's full year results are up 14%. Granger's Q4 is up 13%. Their full year is up 16%. No one knows what happened to Lighting Science Group. Literally, no one's heard anything from them since 2021. There is the National Fire Prevention Association petitioning on a ban on backstabbing outlets. We'll see if that goes anywhere. The Illuminated Sign Association is offering services to help you find variances for illuminated signs so that historic neon can be exempted from any light pollution or nuisance lighting rules that might come up. The ALA has video ads now. Ain't that a thing? Nichia has filed a suit against Bridgelux. This is a phosphor-related IP case going to court in Tokyo. Scott's Miracle Grow has sued JW Asset Management about board domination on other companies that they are both board members of. More details as more details emerge. Comac, New York, a Lowe's store in Comac, New York, has been struck by light switch bandits. 2 men have stolen not quite $3,000 worth of smart switches. In rep agency updates, we have a recap of the NEMR conference, and we have Bill Brown Sales repping for Light Tool International. In events, the Lighting Research Center and SPIE will be hosting a conference on 3D printing for optics and photonics in August. On the 23rd of February, we have a webinar from the Better Buildings Integrated Lighting Campaign. All ILC participants are welcome to join. We have Light and Building 2024 picking a theme. You can be electrified next March. UC Boulder is offering a new shortcut course. The Rocky Mountain Lighting Academy will have a 4-day version of what they do in June. And we have regular registration open for education before March. In IoT news, WeSun has certified Silicon Labs SoC for metering. We have DCS prepping for a New York Stock Exchange listing. Value will be about $37 million. Kindle and Nokia are accelerating their partnership on private 5G. In market predictions, we have $11 billion for lighting as a service, $500 million for stadium lighting, $250 million for sodium lamps, 15% gains in flex strips. Smart homes will reach $444 billion, $4 trillion in the wellness market, and that includes circadian lighting now. We have 78% growth in micro LEDs. Most of that's for displays, some of that's for decorative. And we have an 8% expansion in OLED panels. In R&D, Johnson Controls, Puro, and Ushio have begun a new study in filtered far UV for disinfection. They're looking for lab partners right now. We have new parameters for saving energy in barns. A Cleveland neonatal intensive care unit has improved infant growth with Acuity smart lighting. We have a new method to calculate melanopic light reaching the retina. This is actually using existing crystal lenses, so you can track CS without actually having to install it first. UL has a whole thing about that. And Saudi scientists are sorting out office lighting, and they don't have any clear data right now, but they might in the future. In dark sky news, exercise effectiveness has been linked with circadian rhythm. Light pollution has extended the risk period for West Nile virus. Snowdonia Wales will be spending £36,000 on a new observatory. Pennington, New Jersey is calling on a curfew for unshielded fixtures. The City of London, UK will be limiting high-rises after dark. And the Skellig coast of Scotland is celebrating their Dark Sky Festival in March. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org. Facility managers have to get into IoT commissioning. The ALA has a replay of their Title 24 webinar. We have railway professionals discussing LED versus halogen versus incandescent lighting. Maine dealing with light pollution. Noir Labs of the US is helping tackle light pollution in Ontario, Canada. We have a Canadian perspective on the Buy American rule. We have a discussion of how to modernize a street lighting system from Poland. We have avoiding lumen issues in lumen depreciation calculations. The NLB has released their light pollution forum. We have color matching with controls, Wanda Lau, on the environmental and energy regulations enforcement, changing attitudes. In LED, we have 5 ways to design for disassembly, and Francesca Bastianini expanding lighting stewardship through outreach opportunities. In local news, 4,000 streetlights are out in New Orleans. Hull County, Georgia has completed the upgrades on their government center. Fort Lauderdale in Florida will be spending $5 million on road projects. We have $314,000 in streetlight funds in Romeoville, Illinois. Motley, Minnesota has a new energy plan. Atlantic City, New Jersey will be forcing businesses to add exterior lighting in the near future. Montgomery County, Maryland has a new late-night business safety legislation that might also require more lighting. St. Mary's School District in Pennsylvania has approved $1 million in capital improvements. Joplin, Missouri is half done with their street lighting conversion. New Milford, Connecticut has begun phase 1 of their $15 million energy project. Glen Carbon, Illinois can't find replacement parts for their bollards. And the Morse Museum of Florida will be showcasing Tiffany lamps. In international news, an Australian tunnel is experimenting with pace lighting to manage traffic. Pace lighting is a thing in foot racing where you have lights along the inside of the track so that you know when to step. It might work other places. EU corporate climate commitments might not be as green as they seem. Mexico is done with daylight saving time. That's it. They're not changing back after March. They're ending it. Mexico's done. Rock on, buds. And Wellington, New Zealand has 1,000 streetlights that pose a risk of falling on people's heads. In People News, Signify has peak has picked Nico de Merwe as CEO for their operations in the UK and Ireland. Carla Bukowski has been elected to the co-chair of the the IALD Resource Council. Larry Locke has been promoted to the CEO of the ALA. Aspen is adding 2 new sales managers. Patrick Robitaille has been named as VP and General Manager of Lumca. American Lighting has promoted Jennifer Kirkpatrick to Director of Sales. The U.S. Lighting Group has appointed Michael Coates as their controller. The IEC has announced an entirely new board of directors and executive committee, and 2 retirements announced at Sonepar. In things you can do, we have a troubleshooting a dimmer switch. You can make your own bulbs. We have hacking an eBay lighting festoon. We have a lamp that is also a drinks dispenser. Probably nothing goes wrong there. And Land Rover has a new patent that includes disco mode. Anyway, I've been Scott Walker. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the music. Thanks to our sponsors as well. See ya.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I wasn't mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I told you once, dear, I'd always love you. If you'd only say the same. Now you've left me to love another. You'll regret it all someday. 'Cause you're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. You can't take my sunshine away. In all my dreams, dear, you seem to leave me. When I awake, my poor heart pains. When you come back and make me happy, I'll forgive you, dear, I'll take all the blame. 'Cause you're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. You can't take my sunshine away. I won't let you take my sunshine